Teddy. Hey guys, thanks for joining me for this video today. My name is Leanne and I'm in the garden again. I'm going to do a garden tour. I know most of my videos lately have been garden tours, but there's just so much going on that I feel like it's okay. So let's get started. We have a birdhouse on that tree, but you can't see it through all the foliage. I wonder if a little family of birds has taken up residence in that yet. All right. Let's start over here. Nothing grows well on this spot, I've noticed. These little sprouts are either zinnias or cosmos, and then that's a calendula, the bigger one, that has been sprouted and about that size for like over a month. So it's just not really growing well on the spot. It gets very little sun right here. So I'm not very hopeful for that cucumber next to the cabbage. The brassicas are kind of buggy. Copenhagen cabbage and purple Vienna kohlrabi. These are all going to the chickens just because they're pretty buggy and I don't want to eat buggy brassicas. And then a pretty good sized anthill. That had carrots in it. Let go of my hair, dude. Okay, over here. These are the rest of my brassicas. And then cucumbers. I've got pickling cucumbers in both of these beds. That kohlrabi is going to come out today or tomorrow. Same with these dinosaur kales. It's starting to get warm. I don't want to deal with the worms. So I'm going to pull those out and give them to the chickens. And then all my lettuces went to seed. Except that one. Probably harvest that and make a salad soon. Also, there's little salad greens sown throughout that bed. The garden is a huge mess right now because I just harvested my potatoes. The asters that were in here died, but I sowed amaranth seeds, and the amaranth seeds sprouted and are now growing for me. That's supposed to be a green that can tolerate the heat. Okay. We have a third zucchini. All right, in all these half circle beds, I have sunflowers and zucchini, except for that last one. The zucchini seed never came up, and I've sown it twice now, so I'm just gonna leave it. It's not meant to be. But there is a zucchini in here, and this one, and in that one, and I also have sunflowers and zinnias. There's at least one zinnia in this one right here, and it looks like I've got a handful in this. Ouch, dude, that hurts so bad. Handful in this one, and they've got buds on them. Look. Yeah? Okay, update on the potatoes. I harvested them today. Definitely did not get my money's worth because it was like $25 for the seed potatoes. Harvested more potatoes than I planted, but I did not harvest $25 worth of potatoes. I was able to somehow keep from uprooting all of my beans. So some of them got uprooted, and we will see if disturbing the roots that much will hurt the bean plants. Time will tell. But something's going on with my noodle beans. I think I let them get watered too heavily one time, and they looked kind of sick from that, but they're looking better now. They look a lot different from the rattlesnake pole beans. I almost wonder, oh no, they're not. They're not a bush bean because these ones are trailing up, starting to climb. Still need to weed pretty heavily. The loofah gourd is now climbing also. It's pretty cool. Over here was where the garlic was. And sweet potatoes sprouted here from last year. It's pretty interesting. So I'm actually just gonna let that take over this bed. See if I can get some sweet potatoes from that. And there is the rest of the rattlesnake pole beans and the tomato. I'll show you some of the potatoes. They're pretty good size. This is about a third of how much I harvested. So next year on potatoes, I'll probably do like a succession of them instead of just one crop. I did weed eat over here, but I didn't get all of it. So we're going to tread carefully, make sure we're not stepping on any snakes. The purple opal, dark opal basil is now big enough to see. Holy smokes, look how big that marigold is. And then this is some sort of melon. I think it's the sugar baby watermelon. And then a ton of weeds. Looks like grass. The peppers are gonna go in that bed. And this one. We got another marigold, dark opal basils, and some Malabar spinach, which will come back every year. Marigold, nasturtiums, and purple dark opal basil. And the first sunflower bud. Pretty cool. This is the monstrosity. I just weed eated this whole area. It looks horrible. Jesse's being loud. This is the corn. This is my version of the Three Sisters garden. We've got Kentucky blue pole beans growing at the base of the corn, along with some squash. I've got patty pan squash on this side. It looks like it just germinated. Hey, hush. Just germinated a little bit ago. And then a zinnia pumpkin. The pumpkins are on this side so that they have more room to trail out. It's so tall already. And then the tomatoes, you guys. This is a berries crazy cherry cluster. Look at all of those. Holy smokes. Yeah. Sunflowers in the middle. Only a handful of the dark opal basils that I sowed in between are still growing. Some of them got choked out. I think there's just too much mulch. The leaves are curling a little bit on the berries crazy cherry, so I don't know. I just pruned all of these. They were obnoxious. But they look good now. There's only one plant in this section of the tomatoes that has an actual tomato set on it. Let's see if I can find it again. Here it is. This is a sun sugar. Will it focus? Nope. This is an Abe Lincoln. Look at how thick this stalk is. That's pretty cool. And over here are the mortgage lifters. You're being crazy. This is the only one that the sucker got away from me so bad that I just left it. Or I'll have a double stalked one. These ones over here are the Amish paste tomatoes. So I've learned that it is normal for cherry tomatoes to set fruit before indeterminate slicers and paste tomatoes. But it is also normal for determinate tomato plants to set fruit before even cherries do. So it's not getting dark. my determinate tomatoes are huge. Already surpassing last year with the tomatoes that are set on here.
Mommy.
I also need to trellis these up a little bit better. Look at it. So that's, I think, the biggest one right there. These are celebrities. This one needs to be tied up a little bit better. I'm not seeing any of the basil plants that I sowed, or seeds that I sowed over here, still growing. They look like they're gone.
I want to help this.
Let me help you. Here. Oh, this way. There you go.
There you go.
Ooh, those are big. All right. This must be a Martino's Roma because it's definitely not a slicer. I got some of them mixed up.
Dump truck.
It's a dump truck.
No, I didn't.
Oh, the grass is so tall. I need to weed eat over here, but we have an electric weed eater and it died on me. I wanted to weed eat enough to be able to get through to show everything today. These are the rest of the Martino's Roma. Ooh, shadow. So cute. Lots of fruit set. Before I went on my visit to Ohio this last time, my determinate tomato plants had tiny, like smaller than grape tomatoes on them. And they're already bigger. Actually, let's go back to the celebrities because I think I saw one sort of blushing. Let's see if I can find it. That one? No. It's not. All right. Raspberries are next. These are the berries. This blackberry shot up like a foot since I've been back. Or since I left.
Get the grass.
Yeah.
Is there grass?
Looks like we've got some berries to harvest.
Please. I'm gonna glare right now.
Jesse, let go of my hair, please. Here.
I'm gonna.
Ooh, you got one. You gonna eat it?
Oh.
You are so messy. Whoops. Yum. Over here is my bonus pumpkin patch. Not sure. I think I might use it as like a trap crop for squash bugs and vine borers. I'm not sure what that thing is. I'm gonna leave it. It is interesting looking. Also, I am pretty sure you're scared.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure these are pumpkins, but I'm not entirely sure. And then my asters. These must be the apricot asters. I assume they will turn more of an apricot-y color once they bloom. Ah, look at that. Lovely. Ah, my garden. It's nice to be back. It is beautiful. And side note, the cardboard makes a huge difference. It's ugly, but it saves me a lot of work. So I think I'm gonna go to the grocery store or go to Lowe's or something and see if they've got any big boxes that I can take, because it's just so obnoxious to deal with the grass growing around the beds. A downside to raised beds, but also an upside because there's less weeding in the actual garden area. All right, over here I have my snow peas. I harvested them already, but they were like weighing down. Oh, I missed one. So when you let them get like this big, see, we'll focus. When you let them get this big, you harvest them for the peas and you shell them and eat the peas because they're too tough to eat the casings. So I would more likely harvest them at this size, this thickness, if I wanted to eat them like a snap pea. These are already full. I could like go through here and harvest some more. Got some spinach over there and yarrow. Parsley's growing under here underneath the peas. Do not like having them against the wall. I want to be able to get around the whole plant. I'm pretty sure the ones over here are the MI Gardener ones. And those are fairy morse. And then my calendula. First time growing calendula. This is the only one that has grown big enough to give me flowers so far. Oh my gosh. Hurts so bad to have this in this carrier. Mm-hmm. You gonna do some yard work for me? Okay. This bed is so sad. Cilantro went to seed and is now dead. Need to pull it out. There's one dill, one sage, 2 marjorams, and an oregano. And then this is a zinnia. I'm just gonna plant some more flower seeds in there and see if that works, because not a whole lot is really growing in there very well. All right, I gotta wrap this up and give this guy a bath. He looks like he's getting tired. I had a couple plants die. My hyssop and my chamomile died. And then these died. I have these extra tomatoes. They're not looking so great. They've been in the pots too long. I should have planted this stuff out before I left. These are my peppers. They're starting to get stressed out again and turn colors. They're not supposed to. Yeah, these are gonna go out tomorrow morning. Over here. These are some goodies from Ohio. I've got some jalapeno pepper plants. Hi! Some thyme, mint, lavender, and there's a rosemary. Just recording the rest of my garden tour. The yarrow is about to flower, or bloom, I guess. I'm excited about that. Lots of weeding to do. And there's nothing to show in those ones because everything died in those 2 front ones. All right, that is the whole garden. I tried to breeze through it a lot faster this time because I know my garden tours can get kind of lengthy if I'm not careful. So thank you for watching until the end. I have so many things on my to-do list. Dusting diatomaceous earth for the aphids on my peas. Oh my gosh, look at this. Okay, Jesse. Sorry, wobbly camera. Look at these guys. Aphids trying to eat my peas. Raining aphids. All right, thank you for bearing with me until the end. I did try to breeze through this garden tour a lot faster than I usually do because I did not talk about every individual plant. I've got my tomato tart hands that I need to get all washed up. I need to get my boys baths and get them in bed. So nice to be out in the garden today. And I am excited because I have a long to-do list of things for the garden to get done this week. I need to plant my peppers and the rest of my tomatoes. I need to weed, I need to mulch, and I need to trellis those big determinate tomato plants now because they're getting so big. If you guys want to be kept in the loop with all my garden adventures, then hit the subscribe button and the notification bell and you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. And also, if you need a friend to learn how to garden with, I'm your girl. Happy gardening.